to the Wichita Public Schools. We're so excited to have you. I'm Tammy Martin. I'm the Executive Coordinator of our Teacher Induction Program, and I can't tell you how excited we are to have you here today. Because you are in that seat, there's going to be endless numbers of students that are impacted for the rest of their lives. And our district couldn't be more proud and more excited to have you be a part of the WPS family. So welcome. And we have just a great day full of information and fun and learning for you. And it is my honor to introduce our superintendent. Help me welcome Dr. Alicia Thompson.
What an amazing day to be here at Northwest High School with nearly 500 new staff members. Some of you may know this is the start of my second year as a superintendent of this great school district, and I don't have many traditions yet, but one of my favorite new staff orientation moments last year was when I took a picture, a selfie with all of you. And so I'm just gonna start off, okay? So I want to see your best hey, hey face when I get ready to take a picture with you, okay? So can I have my picture taker? Y'all ready? Remember, hey, hey, okay, ready? Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go, y'all. Hey! All right, y'all ready? Come on, I need a bigger hey, hey. Come on, y'all. Hey, hey. All right, y'all ready? Ready? Go. Hey, hey. Woo. Woo. Okay, so I guess I got to be serious now. So back to the serious business. As we start this morning, I want to offer a couple of thank yous. Mr. Eric Holderhofer, is he in here? Where is he at? He's at Principals Academy? Okay. He is the principal of this great school, and I just wanted to acknowledge him and thank him for allowing us to be here today. What about Noah Taylor and our friends from Super Car Guys of Wichita for sponsoring our breakfast? You in here, Taylor? All right. Mr. Bradley Dyer, is he here? I know y'all saw him out there. He's with the Credit Union of America, and he's providing us with these amazing shirts that we got. You see this? And then we have our new one. And our wonderful teammate, Miss Tammy Martin, and her awesome team who put together the new staff orientation. Tammy, stand up so we can give you a round of applause. I am a recovering kindergarten teacher. How many kindergarten teachers we have in here? All right. I want to start out this morning asking you a couple questions, okay? Each and every one of you, not just the kindergarten friends, but all of you. How many of you believe you are the most important person in a child's school day? Raise your hand if you believe that. I better have all y'all better raise your hand up in here. How many of you know that you have the ability to empower Wichita Public School students to dream, believe, and to achieve? Raise your hand. Oh, now y'all smoking. Okay, good deal. 26 years ago, I was in your shoes in this district. I was a brand new kindergarten teacher, just graduated from Langston University, following my mom and my aunt, who were also teachers in the school district, and I have experienced my whole kindergarten through 12th grade, all of my career right here in this wonderful school district. And at that time, when I was a kindergarten teacher, I believed that I could change the world. And you know what? I still do believe that today, 26 years later. I also want to thank you for choosing the Wichita Public Schools family. You could have went anywhere, but you decided to come with us, and you won't regret it, because we are what? The bomb. You are going to be excited to be with us. One thing I promise you is that there are amazing people here in this district that will support you and love on you and encourage you as you move along your journey. So I'm going to introduce to you some of my teammates that will be part of the team that will be there to support you. It is my honor to introduce to you my dream team. We do have a theme song. Y'all know that song, Dream, 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 Dream Team? But we won't play it for you this morning because they would go wild if they start hearing that song. So I will introduce to you Mr. Gil Alvarez, who is our Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, and that includes middle school and high school. He has a sidekick, but I don't see him this morning, Mr. Robert Garner, who is Executive Director of Secondary Schools. So if you're a secondary teacher, middle school or high school, you'll see him in your building quite often. I'd like to introduce to you the elementary team, Ms. Michelle Ingenthron, who is our Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools. And she has a sidekick too, and his name is Mr. Chris Winton. You'll see him in your building as well. I'd like to introduce to you Ms. Christy O'Toole, who is our Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction. I'd like to introduce Mr. Terrell Davis, Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services. So if you work in special ed, or if you're in a Title I school or a special day school, that will be your guy. Ms. Shannon Crisso, our Chief Human Resource Officer. She's the one that hired all you wonderful people, so thank you, Shannon. Ms. Andy Geeson, who is our Executive Director of Public Affairs and Special Projects. She's in Topeka fighting for us. That's what she does. Ms. Kathy Sweeney, our Chief Information Officer. All the technology that we have in our district and all the wiring and all that, that's her. She's wonderful. Mr. Fabian Amenderes, he's our Division Director of Operations. So all of those yummy lunches and all of the buses and all those cool things, that's Fabian. Mr. Kenny Hinkle, he is not here with us this morning, but he is the Division Director of Facilities, so he takes care of all of the facilities and all of the maintenance that happens in the buildings. Ms. Shannon Benoit, our Executive Director of Early Childhood and ESOL. Susan Willis, the money woman, Chief Financial Officer. Y'all clap hard for her. Woo! And Ms. Terry Moses, who keeps us safe, Division Director of Safety and Environmental Services. Mr. Tom Powell, our attorney. And Ms. Wendy Johnson, our Division Director of Strategic Communications. And Dr. Tiffany Irving, our Deputy Superintendent, was unable to be here today, but wishes you well as you begin your teaching journey. So, I have another question for you. How many of you know what 3 words have become our rallying cry? Do you know what those 3 words are that is our rallying cry? Do you know? What? Dream, believe, achieve. Say it again. Dream, believe, achieve. Yes, that's right. This isn't just a phrase. Our Board of Education adopted a new strategic plan in April that will inspire our work for the next 5 years. So you guys are coming in at a good time because we're just beginning this work. Our mission to become a district of choice in the Wichita region where our students are empowered to dream, believe, and to achieve. I'd like to introduce to you at this time our President of the Board of Education, Ms. Sheril Logan.
What a joy and a pleasure to be able to be here and to have new staff go clear up to the clouds up there. Shake at me, the ones up in the nosebleed section. Thank you very much. We appreciate your being here. As a representative of the Board of Education, we couldn't be more proud than to have all of you sitting here and ready to take over and take our students to the next level. We know you're going to be able to do that. I think from seeing the dream team that's sitting down here and our outstanding superintendent, the leadership is there, and what you're going to find is the support is there as well. Because if you have questions, which you will, please don't be afraid to ask. Go to somebody, go to your mentor, go to your principal, go to anybody, but ask a question because there are no dumb questions, as all of us know. So won't take more of your time. You've got lots of learning to do today, but I, as a board member, and all the other board members, really want to welcome you to the Wichita Public Schools. Thank you for being here. I almost forgot the most important thing I'm supposed to do, and that's introduce our union president, Mr. Steve Wentz. Welcome.
I'm watching you guys up there too. That's where I used to sit. So, I'd like to echo their comments. Excuse me. About welcoming everybody here, and you're going to come back in here a little bit later, and UTW has a presentation that we'll talk to you about. You could not be coming in at a better time in this district, and I'll elaborate on some of that, but I want to say that I am a public school graduate of USD 259. The superintendent and I went to the same high school. She was a few years behind me. No, not at the same time. I'm not sure she was in pre-K, but what we're doing right now is hugely important. And I'm talking about working with the district, this organization, and I'm going to elaborate on it, but this is not your parents' union. And I'm going to talk about the importance of membership. In fact, if Dr. Thompson would join me and say, this is a former union member here. And we believe in that partnership, that collaboration, and I'm proud to say that we're working together. And if you didn't watch the news yesterday, all right, okay, we'll talk more later. Thank you.
What you gonna say later?
What, you're not here?
Good morning. My name is Olivia Sumner. I am a fourth grade teacher at Cloud Elementary, and I was last year's distinguished classroom teacher for the new teacher category. Thank you. I am truly honored to be in this room today with Wichita's newest and brightest teachers. I sat right there just last year. But honestly, with as action-packed as your first year of teaching is, it feels like so much more time has passed. You have all worked so hard to be in these chairs today, each with your own unique stories, experiences, and strengths. And it is these differences that bring us closer, as we all have one commonality that unites us. In this district, we have a passion for education, but most importantly, we have a dedication to our students that is unmatched. And while I knew that building relationships was a strength of mine, nothing could have prepared me for the connection and non-contingent love that I have and that you will soon feel for the 20+ babies that walk in your room. When I consider what I want for my students to gain, it's simply that they leave my classroom better prepared for their futures and better equipped to enhance the world around them in a way that only their one-of-a-kind selves can. Mainly, I hope that they have gained a better love of self and the empowerment that comes with that. I know you each come here with that same passion for the students you will meet in just a couple of weeks. That passion will be your driving force, and it will light up seasoned teachers around you. But without mindfulness and support, it can fizzle out. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you it's going to be all cupcakes and juice boxes, although the parties are a perk. I promise this year will be an intense test to your sanity. You may or may not cry in your principal's office. You may or may not find yourself laying on your teammate's floor, incapable of forming words. And you may or may not become friends with a mirror while questioning your life choices. And regardless of how you deal with the stress, I promise I did all of the above and so much more. But I also promise it'll be the greatest testament to that growth mindset we teach our kids every single day. And while every day may not feel the greatest, when you see one of your babies get a new concept or adapt a adapt something social-emotional into their communication, or simply show an improvement of self, every day leading up to that one moment is so worth it. So my 2 tips for a successful and sane first year of teaching are to 1, Be aware of your own wellness. I highly recommend starting a gratitude journal and just dedicating 5 to 10 minutes of each day to yourself. So often, as educators, we give all of our energy to our students and those in need. Give yourself that same love and a little grace. No, give yourself all the grace in the world. You need it. And 2, surround yourself with good people. Positive teachers and supportive friends quickly become one and the same. Look to that person next to you and get their information. Be each other's support or drinking buddy. I don't know your life. And confide in your principal. Find seasoned teachers with a loving and positive spirit, and please utilize your team. My team, my administration, my teacher friends, my amazing daughter, their love, support, encouragement, and gifts of coffee, probably mainly coffee, are what got me through. Oh, and please always celebrate the successes of yourself and your students, no matter the size. Find a reason to celebrate. It will make all the difference in the world. You know, having worked in schools prior to my first official year of teaching, I can't claim that I had unrealistic expectations. But I did not realize the impact that my fellow teachers would have on myself and how close we would become. Teamed together, we are an unstoppable force of positive change in the lives of our future teachers. Thank you.
Is she not just like incredible? I hired her first. Well, we're getting ready to start our day. I want to do just a couple housekeeping things with you. One, if you haven't gotten on to our Padlet, there's a bit.ly link and also a scan on your envelope. That will take you to all your digital tools for the day, including your program. Again, welcome to Wichita. Have a great day.